Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is a mystery box of comics from a place called the Comic Garage. Now, for those who have watched previous videos, you know I love my mystery box of comics. It's a thing I look forward to every single month when we were doing them. You know, I love the concept of someone kind of basically long box diving for me to see what they get. So now Comic Garage is on Amazon. We'll have links for pricing and all that stuff underneath. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage of it. But, you know, I went into my pocket, dove in, and decided to give this a shot. Now, what they do with Comic Garage, there's, I think, 2 different versions, depending on how many comics you get and, like, what you're looking for. And then you have a choice of what comics you are interested in, like Marvel, DC, stuff like that, to get them to pick a little bit better. Now, from what I remember on my initial order, I think I just said, like, pick whatever, like, go nuts, because I'm always interested in seeing what these type of services do when we do that sort of thing. So I'm going to open up, we're going to show off the comics inside, and, you know, break down eventually kind of like, you know, what... is it worth it, all the number of comics you get, stuff like that, and kind of do a rough value of the comics, because I personally think it'll be kind of fun and interesting to see all that. So the other is, I believe I set up this to be recurring, so there should be more coming. We'll do this for a little while until, you know, the fun wears off and go do something else. Alright, so first thing I'm noticing is it's a pretty solid package. You saw there's a bunch of bubble wrap on there, and then these come wrapped up together in plastic. I'm going to do my best to be careful as far as opening. Yeah, I'm not expecting these to be valuable comics, so if I damage 1 or 2, it's not the worst case thing in the world. Alright, so you can go get this at www.comicgarage.com. And I honestly don't remember what I ordered. Like, I think I just said like random comics, and kind of go through. We're gonna have some fun to see what's in there. Alright, we got Wonder Twins from Little Wonder Comics, fairly new. We'll see how many of this is new, how much is old. Mr. and Mrs. X is also within a few years. This was a fun miniseries from what I remember. The Wonder Twin stuff is actually really good. If you haven't read the series, it's pretty solid stuff from Mark Russell. You know, I like it. Starfire with Connor Palmiotti. I don't think I've read this one, but Starfire has never been a character I've completely about. We got, I think it's Joshua Williams, some Suicide Squad, Rebirth, Just League 3000, Keith Giffen. Notice this is all seems to be recent comics, and pardon me when I say kind of bunkish. This is all backstock, definitely. We got Avengers Undercover, #1. This was actually a pretty solid series. That's one I think goes very underrated. I don't remember why this one was bad. We got Age of Ultron, Book 10. I think that was the end of the series. I do not remember it being bagged and why it was bagged. All right, there's probably, the thing is I probably have copies of a good chunk of these. Phantom Stranger #19, character I never really cared about. We're still fairly new, like nothing old. These are all 2010s of releases. We got Secret Empire Underground, probably one of the bigger mistakes that Marvel did, but the whole Secret Empire, they got away quick. Monsters Unleashed, very underrated series. Colin Bunn did some solid stuff. Exiles #4. Now this... What was this? This was still fairly recent, right? Let's see if we get the publishing date on this. Yeah, this is fairly recent because it's got Nick Fury as the new Watcher, so this is still 2010s stuff. This isn't older Exiles. Alright, we're definitely getting into older now. This is good. This is kind of what I was more looking for. Right, Ghost Rider, old school Ghost Rider. It'll be March, we'll say 1994? 93, that was the other one I was going to go with. There's probably, actually, this is in my collection, I won't be too shocked. We got X Factor, #244. I think this is probably Peter David. What was there? 2012, so we're still in the 10s. This is probably in my collection as well. Astonishing Ant-Man. I remember this was good. Nick Spencer series. This was actually pretty good. When Nick Spencer, when he has fun and tries not to be serious, stuff's pretty solid. Alright, we got Wolverine, #2 with the Paul Cornell series. Definitely have a copy of that. Guardians 3000. Dan Abnett's one of my favorite writers, so I'm always excited to get that, but cool. And then we got Howard the Duck, Zdarsky. This was a pretty funny series from what I remember. Aubrey Sitterson. We got a little Street Fighter G.I. Joe #1. This one I definitely want to read. I like Aubrey's writing, and there's just a silliness to this. When did this come out? So first printing 2016. We're still in the 10s. So really we got like one comic from the 90s and everything else in 2010s. Avengers Assemble, #19. Yeah, Avengers #11, Mark Waid. Superman Chain. I liked this one. This was a good series. Scott Snyder. I dug Snyder's Superman. This was pretty cool. Combo pack. I don't know what that is. Oh, digital copy inside. That's probably what it is. Batman Beyond Rebirth #1. Priest beginning of his Deathstroke run, which is definitely I think one of the underrated runs recently. We got Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Core #30. And then Justice League 3001 #10. So it's fairly new stuff. It's 2010s. We got one comic from the 90s. Overall, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Though the Age of Ultron might be newer. So where's that? What, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Sorry, it's 25 comics. Honestly, most of these I would expect to be in long boxes at this point for 50 cents a piece. So yeah, what did I just say? 25 comics? 25 comics, 50. Like, you really should be doing like maybe $12.50 off of this. $20 at most for this pile. So it'll be interesting. I think this will be kind of a fascinating thing. We'll go through, maybe try to price some stuff out a little bit more as to how much they're actually worth with the whole thing. If you're interested, you can get this at thecomicgarage.com. We'll see what the next box is like. Maybe we'll do maybe 2 or 3 boxes total and go from there. There's been other services out there I think are way better. This one so far is just not super impressive to me. But we'll see what the next one's like. But then again, if you're just getting comics to read, like if you just want comics for like a kid to read or someone that likes comics and you just want to get them a pile, whatever. As long as you're happy with the money, it's really what matters in the end, right? So yeah, let me know what you think. If there are any other services out there like this that you want us to check out, let me know. We're happy to do it and take the dive. So leave a comment underneath. As always, if you are into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.